Hello everyone, this is a demonstration of PowerPoint with narration that we use to translate to video. So this is an old presentation, a long version of Chapter 1, Defining Marketing for the 21st Century. And in each slide, you will see how long the narration is for each slide. So this is a long presentation, a total of 61 slides. The last two slides have 6 seconds and 12 seconds in them. If we summarize the length in seconds of each of the slides up to the 64th slide, the total is 1,226 minutes, seconds, or that translates to a 20-minute presentation. So once upon a time, the COSLA per chapter was 20 minutes long, but the disadvantage was it was so long that we couldn't actually watch it in class. So over time, we progressively reduced the length of the COSLA presentation to lesser slides. So as in one tabulation, just having 11 slides, the total was 4 minutes 27 seconds. So again, these are the timings for each slide, a total of 267 seconds, or translated to video, that's 4 minutes 27 seconds long. As you know, the current standard is 3 minutes. So how do you reduce a presentation from 20 minutes to 3 minutes? Not easy, but again, this is a demonstration of the need to be focused when you are communicating, and that's a marketing principle and a marketing requirement. We have to choose only the things which are most important. These are the 11 slides which produce the 4-minute presentation. There are many defects to this presentation because while it still uses the same format, the content is no longer in a very good story selling sequence. So this demonstration will again come from the original 20-minute presentation, and we'll try to reduce it to 3 minutes. So we're back to the 61 slide 20-minute presentation. So as a general rule, it's nice to have put the content first, and then it's easy to reduce the number of slides later on. What I'll be doing here is to select the slides which I will delete. So normally I use select all. Okay. So these are all the slides selected, and I know which ones I'd like to retain. Okay, what will I retain? This, this, this. Okay, I'll retain those. And I'll probably retain this one. Okay. Okay. So I'll delete all the others. So now it's down to 18 slides, and you will see right away that the narrations will still exceed the 3 minutes. So we'll have to do something about it. So, but anyway, I'll save this as a different file. File save as um, V95, 3 minutes. Okay, just so it doesn't interfere with my old versions. So now the challenge is to reduce the time total so that it fits 3 minutes. So what I can do is already take away those slides which are long in narration, or I can just clear out all the slides and clear out all the narrations. So I'll do that. So in record, you can do, so you see the narrations in all of this, right? So I'll just clear recording in all the slides. So now there are no timings in the narration. So now I can start from scratch, and first take care of the content. Which ones do I want to include? No? So I'll go to the cover page. So again, the size of the font is indicative of the importance. So we have the main title, Defining Marketing for the 21st Century. We have a secondary title, it's secondary, so therefore the font size should be smaller, but it's still red. Okay. The section label in the Cutler book is this is under the section of Understanding Marketing Management. So it's a different color, it's a label, and it's smaller than this font. Okay. Now the next set is my name and Ateneo, but I'll take away UP here, not relevant. So since Ateneo is less important than my name, I'll make it smaller. Okay. So again, the font size is an indication of how important each element is. And the other important element in the cover slide is a visual that actually should sync with the title. Okay. What's also here is my blog website, so it leads me to my blog, and I also have a brand logo, which most probably you don't have yet. So what you do is go to the master slide. So go to view slide master. So the slide master is where you format everything. So you go to the first slide. I can take away this logo, okay, and leave my blog here. Now, my website here. If you don't have a website yet, what you can do is put your LinkedIn profile or just your name, just to show you what is in the chapter, or you can just mention this, say as chapter 1, defining marketing. And what this does is this changes everything in the presentation, in all the slides. So I'm changing just the first slide in the slide master, and the effect is it will be felt in all the other slide formats. So I'll just go again to the first one, just make it center. Okay, so that can be a title if you don't have a blog post yet. And if you go to the normal, it is now appearing in the normal. Of course, I don't want that, so I'll do an undo, 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 because I want my brand and logo in the presentation. So again, if you can switch from slide master to the normal using the view. So we're back on view. So these are the elements of the cover page. The main title, Defining Marketing in the 21st Century. So that's given by Cutler. That's how he calls the chapter. What is important is your secondary title, which you give depending on what you are reporting for the chapter. The other elements are the section heading, the visual, and if you have a LinkedIn URL, you change these two elements. You either take out the brand logo and change this title to your own. As we said, we don't want to show everything at the same time. So what we can do is to build this so that there's a sync as you explain each of the elements. So what we can do is to copy the slide. That's the final look, paste it, and then in the space before it, we're not yet mentioning the name of the author. Okay, so we can open with this, and then we can copy this again and make it into here. And we can take this away, or we can take this away. Okay, so as you can see, this can be 3 different slides leading to again go back to the cover page. So now we're on the outline. The first three slides are really just the cover page. And now I know I can't fit all of these topics in a 3 minute time frame. So I'll have to reduce. So I'll take this out. Is the same. So same. I'll just copy same. The same used for everything. It's changing. I'll not have time to discuss the task. And then the third item is about local applications. Okay, so it's used for everything by everyone. Okay, so now I can make this. So we said we don't want the visual to you don't want this. Okay, you don't want an overlap. You don't want a very large visual which takes over the screen. What's still important is the content. Okay, so again, the way we will split this is we can build this way. That's the last slide. And then so that you'll have build, you take away the local application. It's not actually local application. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So we can take out the local application and then copy the slide again and make it into this. Okay. So that's how you build to the last slide without having to use animation. So I know we're taking this out, taking this cover page. So here is an example of where you can build. You can still build this, but for this purpose, um, do we build this? So I'm tempted to actually just use this, but to demonstrate the power of building, especially with clip art or visuals, let's do the long cut. So what I did was to delete the slides, format it so that we will now record and show you how it looks with the build. So 1, 2, 3, it's the same slide. You just progress out, delete some of the elements so that it syncs. Slides 7 and 8 are demonstrations of the same two slides where in slide 7, we don't follow the 7 by 7. There are 7 lines here, so it's a little bit cluttered. And this is a better presentation. It's now 5 lines, and you don't need to put pictures in everything just to say that everything is marketed. So look at this or this. So we'll just delete this slide. We're not using it anymore, and we'll see if this fits in the 3 minute time frame. Otherwise, what we'll do is to again re-record to reduce the time. Okay, so again, let's go to slideshow to record from the beginning. Okay, so there's a time mentioned here. Okay, so this is defining marketing for the 21st century. So I'll stop because I didn't like the opening. I can do a retake of the recording. So now you saw 7 seconds here. I will just click on it to retake the recording, and I can do it on the current slide. I'll do it on all the slides. So now it's 0. So we'll discuss defining market. So again, I paused, so I'll stop again and then retake on all the slides. Defining marketing for the 21st century will help us understand marketing management, and we'll find out that it's the same differences. This is Bong Diungria from the Ateneo, and we will discuss three things. Marketing is the same, but it's changing. So again, we don't want that portion because it's building and so we'll pause a bit. Okay, I'll go back to the slides. Okay, what you'll see is there's a megaphone here. Okay, so here what was wrong was there was animation going back to the first. So we'll take away the animation here, none, since we're building it anyway. So we go here, take away the animation. Okay, are there any other animations on the presentation which we don't like? So just checking. So again, I don't intend to read this. So take the animation out. I don't intend to read all of this. So I'll take the animation out. Maybe I'll take the old slide out just to demonstrate that again that might take too long. So now we're left with this. There's no more animation. There's animation here again. I don't want animation here because I'm just recalling the slide. This doesn't have animation, so on. Okay, so again, I don't want this animation because I'm just summarizing. And then here, I don't want the animation again. Okay, so let's restart. I think this is cleaner. I'll record again from the beginning. And then, as you saw, there is already some embedded recording here. I'll just clear it on all slides. To understand marketing management, we have to define what has happened in the 21st century, and we'll find out it's the same differences. This is Prof. Bong Diungria. And we'll discuss three things. Marketing is still the same, but it's changing, and we'll see local applications. Marketing is still done for everything, from goods to ideas, and every employee is a marketer because this includes the delivery personnel, security guards, the messenger. Everyone is involved in marketing. Now, competition has increased. That's the part that's changing because of 7 factors. Companies need to level up and to adjust. And this is evident in the book by Cutler, Moving from Traditional to Digital. Now we'll look at local application, and this is applied to me. I've had to level up from my level 2.0 to 4.0. It used to be that I just use PowerPoints for my presentation, but now it's video posts on YouTube. I've also had to use targeted web posting in LinkedIn instead of just Facebook. I've also had to manage multiple digital touchpoints and concentrate on Viber as the main communication for the students. Again, 21st century marketing as the same is changing, and it's seen in local applications. So it's the same differences in the 21st century. So now we see the total time. It's 1:39. So I may have deleted too much, but again, since this is a demo, if we look at the portion here, we can export the video and we will see that the total time is 1:39. So I'll export this, export the video, and then we'll wait a bit to see how long it's translated. According to the recording, it was 1:39. Again, the magic of the constraint is we're forced to focus on the key ideas that can fit in the time allotted. So I may have cut too much because it's 1:39, but I guess you get the story. So if we look at the view and shared video, I say yes. To understand marketing management, we have to define what local applications. So the video is playing in the background. Marketing just save the slide. For everything. Make sure you save it, to ideas, and you'll see that there's recording on every slide. Because this includes the. So this is the video that was from PowerPoint. If we play the video, management, we have to define what has happened. Okay, and if we scroll it forward, we'll see that it's actually 1:39. So we may have cut to